What's cool about this Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer is how beautiful it looks, how, realistic it looks. And then I want to kind of just like speculate as to what we can expect as far as storyline. And another thing that we mentioned in the show open was that the leaks that came out 6 months earlier proved to be accurate, and they are real leaks. So the good news for us, for those of us who can't wait for the release of this, is that somebody inside is a snitch, and we're gonna get more leaks for sure. That's almost a guarantee, and I'm so for it.
Almost a guarantee.
You think so?
The leaks were coming from. We know where the leaks roughly were coming from. We know it was the child of one of the employees, or a friend of the child.
Oh,
so it's not an employee themselves; it's a family member.
Wow. It's been reported, right?
Yeah. This is a known thing.
Now,
because the account that it originally came out on was related in that direction.
Now, is this going to be one of those scenarios? Because Rockstar is very powerful and they hate getting leaks. Is it going to be one of those scenarios where the person who's related to the kid who leaked it will get mysteriously suicided?
Probably just fired.
Okay, because there's been speculation, and obviously on Twitter and X, there's so many hilarious memes.
He's gonna get Clintoned.
Yeah, essentially Rockstar being like the mafia and be like, "Oh, did you leak?
What a shame.
Yeah,
be a shame if you leaked out the side of a boat."
Right. So it's something to consider.
Yeah, there's other less legally damning ways to go about that and get the same goal at the end of those leaks stopping.
Yeah, they don't want the full 5 stars.
All right,
they want 2 stars maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's so funny too. There's a part that was tweaking or a twerking in the trailer. Have you guys seen the trailer? First off, you have, okay?
For GTA 6?
Yeah.
No, I was waiting.
You can tell they put an extra effort to make it more modernized, which makes sense. But it's just funny looking the transition from when the last one came out to now. It's like it's fully like TikTok centric.
Here's the thing too, and it is very TikTok centric, and it captures modern day. I honestly think, it's still like not coming out until 2025, which again is the bad news. But with the advancement of AI, right? Which we've been documenting regularly, they're going to be able to implement AI in a way in this game where you might have such a realistic, it might be too realistic to a certain extent with NPCs where it's like Free Guy, where they have feelings. Just imagine you're like go rob somebody and someone's like, "No, I just got fired and my wife left me." And you're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Like,
I'll let you live if you can tell me everything about the Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah, please don't kill me. I have kids that I love, and like, oh no. Like there is.
It's going that direction. You're right.
Realism.
It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Am I wrong on this?
Real time conversations.
You're wildly speculating about where the technology is going to go, and even if that can provide a level of content that Rockstar would appreciate. We're only just now getting into dabbling with, like, there's mods for Skyrim that deal with AI and they can really relate back and forth, and it is awkward.
I think they could pull it off. In fact, actually, if they can't code it quickly, they could just go to AI and ask them how to figure out how to code it quickly.
I think there are easier and cheaper methods that Rockstar would use to give a more curated experience.
Okay, fair enough. See, I like his nerd speak. It touches my soul. Let's watch this trailer together, okay? Here we go.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me.
A love story, really, like Bonnie and Clyde.
That's what I think their core is going to be. Bonnie and Clyde plus Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah, you got Rico's money.
I also think there's going to be I'm speculating that there's going to be a wild, long storyline that is Lifehacker versus whatever their TikTok equivalent is going to be.
Hold on, we're gonna get there.
content wars.
God, we'll get there. Let's because
You
we're gonna
have
do
to
a frame
react
by
to the
frame.
React video, otherwise you're just watching it.
I know. We're watching it first, and then we're gonna do a frame by frame, and we got lots of speculation there.
Then you're just stealing content.
No, we're not. They're just sharing this together.
Trust.
Oh, pick them up, motherfuckers. We're in love. Great music. All right, so
If there's a Samuel L. Jackson and look, what is it, Vince Vega from Pulp Fiction in that diner, I'll be so happy.
oh, I know, no, they wouldn't do that. So, yeah, Florida Man, the video game, and as we talked about, the Florida Man was in there. We're gonna do a frame by frame, but yeah, like, your life hacker long storyline. Of course, this is a continuation of GTA 5. What do you mean?
Yeah, Life Hacker was had a plot in GTA 5. I think they're going to bring back Life Hacker because they had a lot of those like live. So I think they're going to send you out like, go get content. And then also whatever their equivalent of TikTok is going to come up on the other side. And then there's conflict.
Oh, gotta love the conflict. Yes. Tons of that. And so, okay, let's talk about real quick how there was leaks earlier this year. Now, you were kind of a naysayer on leaks. You weren't 100% convinced that those were legitimate leaks, but obviously they were. You're seeing the characters that were leaked, and a lot of the scenes and the premise. I think them going for Miami for the backdrop, going back to Vice City, and utilizing a majority of Florida in their massive map is such a beautiful setup, because not only do you have like a big city setting, but you have also the evergreens, and you have the ocean, and you have the islands. It's all right there. It's all like,
there's plenty of space for them to expand from the original Vice City, which was notoriously boring and flat.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're coming back to say, like, no, we're going to do this and do this right, and to an extreme. Real quick, here's a video on that. Is they're so realistic, honestly, GTA so realistic. Look at these, look at the graphics on that. Fantastic.
Wow.
So Florida, so accurate. Makes you want to move there. The frame rate is stunning. You could almost see it jiggle. CGI jiggle, what? Amazing. All right, let's get back to the actual trailer again, which again we're gonna do.
The first half of that trailer was so much like we got the Bonnie and Clyde as the two main characters, but there's gonna be a family somewhere around them.
What do you think that, like, an actual fan? How many playable characters do you think we're gonna get? Because
I probably two, maybe one more that's not announced. This definitely shows. This confirms that there are going to be two.
Yes. And there's speculation that you play those two basically at the same time, right? They're going to be around each other at the same time, and then you could toggle back and forth, like you were able to with Grand Theft Auto 5, right? So it opens up. Trailer opens up with the dawn of Vice City. You're seeing just the beautiful graphics, the sunrise coming in, the airplane overhead, the clouds, everything Rockstar's known for as far as capturing realism. This just on a still frame, it'd be difficult to be able to decipher that this is actually a video game. And I see Patriot. It was that Patriot beer, one of their brands in there. Boat showing that off. So tons of vehicles. You got a truck towing a speedboat right there. You got a bus, of course, big rigs. Cars look all modern. All right, now this is the outline of a prison, it looks like. Birds flying overhead. Backdrop on the beach. Again, still have that stunning sunset.
This is going to be how the game opens, is my prediction, because it leads into one of the two main characters that we saw being basically looked like a parole hearing.
Yeah.
Yes. And do you know the name of the character? So yes. So here we go.
I don't think we got their names.
I think it's Lucinda or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like she said her name when she asked the question.
Yeah.
Might have. Possible.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful, right? Beautiful character. An inmate. So yeah, she's about to have a parole meeting before she gets out of prison. There's her PO officer giving the rundown, and she's saying essentially she just had a string of bad luck. She's not too bad of a person. She just got, bad luck happening to her.
Foreshadowing.
Then another cut back. Look, you got dolphins here. Oh, that's so awesome.
They got dolphins in this game?
Dolphins, jet skis, speedboats, like part of the fun of that you didn't get in Red Dead Redemption, but you got in GTA 5 is that you could, essentially scuba dive, go underwater in a submarine, see the marine life that is active and alive in there. You could just speculate and assume that it's going to be even more vibrant and alive, and you're going to see more sea creatures throughout.
That's the real controversy of the game. Is you got to kill 50 dolphins. Everybody's like, I'm out.
I'm gonna love if they shoehorned a mission where you have to be a billionaire that goes down to find the Titanic or something similar in Florida
Okay.
with the video game control.
I don't know.
Probably Bermuda Triangle related.
Right.
Bermuda Triangle could definitely be a factor here because you're
Mhm.
talking about the Florida Keys are just in that area of the Atlantic Ocean. The ocean, the waves look super realistic. Look at here. You got a shark. You got a shark here with jet ski
Good
here.
eye, Beef.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you go frame by frame, you got to capture all these.
This is.
different
I'm,
things.
it's
I'm
a
starting to
lot of
believe you now.
detail.
It's
A
got
lot of detail.
sharks.
It got sharks.
Breaking news.
And then the birds, of course, so accurate and lifelike, like they were. Yep. The game open.
What's on that plane's like banner?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it says.
Twice when you can.
Got to try to decipher what that says.
That's an Easter egg right there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely. And some eagle eye nerd online is going to be able to find out exactly what that says.
Enhance.
Yeah. Oh, should I enhance? Okay. We could be
Enlarge,
that.
enhance.
Oh,
Enhance.
I don't think I can.
Look at it. You're making the okay. I don't think that's
Yeah.
how you wish it was.
Yeah, that did not
Go
work.
forward 2 frames. Enhance.
No, I can't. I'm like, again, not nerdy enough, but again, beautiful downtown setup. The city looks massive, of course. High rises galore. Then there's another view of just some of the high rises. Do you think, a part of the problem with GTA 5 was there were so many buildings that you couldn't get access to, right? So essentially they were just obstructions. Same thing with Red Dead. Now, obviously, it would be massive if every single building, the player can find a way in. And then
I don't think that's going to change. Just from a
Okay.
gameplay perspective, it gives too much for the player to get lost in. If every single building is explorable, then that also creates a secondary problem for Rockstar of how do they make it compelling to be in these spaces?
Because they're all going to be
It's just
carving
a part-
copies of each other and it'd be complained about online. Like, it's all the same rooms.
Fair enough.
Exactly. So they don't. It's content that they don't need to waste time on because it's not compelling. There's nothing interesting there.
That's fair. I dig that.
I got what the banner says.
Okay, what's the banner saying?
So it's for a company called 919 Vice City, along with the slogan "Why 69 when you can 919?"
Oh.
Excellent question.
Mm-hmm.
So then we cut to the Everglades, and then you have one of those swamp boats, which would be awesome to cruise around.
That
in
would
and
be all I'm doing.
Yeah, dude, to explore the Everglades and go hunting through there. For sure. Of course, the alligators, the iguanas, the pythons. I mean, you got those massive snakes there too.
If they have a descendant of Arthur Morgan in this game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for. If they go into the Everglades, that's right next door to where Red Dead took place. And it's real easy for them to put odd
Mr. Morgan
connections and descendants in there.
Yeah. All right. Then cut to more beautiful action from the Everglades. You have the flamingos there. All the beautiful wildlife that's going to be in abundance throughout there. That's going to be very interesting and cool to go through. Cut to a beach scene. All different body types. Of course, the NPCs all hanging out there. Lots of thongs, lots of digital ass, digital cleavage. But just in this shot alone, digital ass, boom, 1, 2. I'm gonna count that. 3. You see any more digital ass?
I mean, if you count the one on the far right, you got to count both of them laying on the ground there.
Oh yeah, there you go. Digital ass. So 4. Yeah. So at least that, and lots of ski-doos. Obviously, busy beach happening. Then we cut to looks like a scene where it's speedboat racing of sorts, some kind of mission. Got freight boat in between, and then of course overhead plane.
Oh, another question speculation here. What if are they going to have, since it's so giant, this map is notoriously going to be gigantic. Do you think they're going to have like a Cuba-esque island?
Well, they have Key West.
Well, no, but Cuba, like
Yeah.
in the game.
Like a far off island.
Yeah.
They might, as like kind of like how Red Dead 2 did, where you ended up down in Mexico for a couple months.
That one mission.
It'll probably be a cutscene like that where you're
Cuba.
in that space for a while. But dealing
but-
with the transporting back and forth is that doesn't sound very fun.
We'll look at the map in a little bit, but given that they do have several islands that you can go to, would you even need it? You know,
Well, just for a game plot. I mean,
yeah. All right, so they got Stockyard downtown, Kelly County, VCI Airport. It's the freeway, looking very accurate. Of course, we got our main character, our female character, basically living it up in the convertible. Very nice car there. Yep, probably just celebrating her freedom. There's another dude right there poking out the car.
Looks like he's filming.
Yeah, maybe become associate right there, right?
Well, because even back at the beach scene, there was one guy that was like taking a picture like of one of those digital asses. So
realistic.
People always getting content. Everything is content.
You got the gangster element in full swing. You know, Florida definitely got the lowrider culture that's being represented here. Awesome looking cars, and it has an element of, LA to it as well. But this is the Cuban aspect of it. And that's kind of a Southern American culture. Helicopter flying overhead. Amazing. Of course, tons of motorcycles, people G'd up. This is obviously like the nice neighborhood. All right, then we cut to the strip club. Make it rain. All right, and make it rain Mondays. That's just a promotion there.
Yeah.
Busting out, super accurate. This dude making it rain. Women twerking. Obviously, they're known for their strip clubs. This is the PG version of said strip club. I want to geek out just a little bit more on this. So here we go. We cut to the strip club again. Make it rain Mondays.
All right, so this dude's wearing a shirt. This is Dolls of Destruction. It's a band t-shirt. Now, I don't know much about GTA, but there was a Love Fist band, and like they had like songs in a previous game. So now there's a theory that this will be a fictional band in this game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna have a full album and everything?
That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're known to go the extra mile. So
Yeah.
Let's see the next scene. And again, somebody celebrating a birthday, got the champagne bottles and with the little streamers there. That's something that the clubs do all the time. A little skull in the background. It seems like a pretty hip club. Lots of money on the stage. All right, here we go. Cut to two characters here. And this is very Miami gangster, which I love about this whole style. This essentially, you would assume this is like a little yachty type or any of that, right? Got the full grill, just looking all Miami. And every sense of the word there, however those characters are. And then we cut to a night shot of a part of Vice City, little stretch. Now, I'm not familiar with Miami, and I've never been. I'm familiar with, obviously, the aspects of Miami, but the beautiful surroundings. Imagine how much of a trip it is for everybody that lives in that area. Right, because Rockstar goes and basically maps out this area that's so realistic. Essentially, you're playing a game in your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
That has to be mind blowing.
Well, especially if they were to do like Tucson.
Yeah.
Like that would be like, what details of Tucson would they get in there that people would be like, oh my God, they did the Be Kind wall. Holy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Easter eggs for locals.
Mhm.
Obviously there's going to be a lot of water aspect to this game because water is surrounding this place, whether you're in the Everglades or the ocean or it's lakes and all the elements that are in between. So much water is in this, and in between, of course, short areas of land. So you're seeing a strip like this, and even Vice City as a whole, the city or Miami, if you think Miami is almost like 4 blocks wide, but it's long, and then the rest is like Everglades. So you're gonna see a lot of that because that's gonna emulate what actual Miami is.
The only reason I know is because we're watching Dexter right now. I was like, I really actually want to know the layout of Miami, and I looked it up, and you're right, it's very, very thin.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Hotel Dixon, we see a bunch of like high quality cars, Porsches, Ferraris.
Well, and then the Cheetah Ferrari, right? Like that's been in the game since GTA 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at you, weirdo.
I'm doing my research like as we're doing this because I really don't know a lot about the games other than like, oh, hookers and stealing cars. Like,
It's so much more
That's
than that, though.
90%.
No, so much more than that. That's why
Right.
people are freaking out about this. And the last one was the biggest game before Red Dead, and this one is, of course, projected to be the biggest video game release ever.
Mhm.
And it is a big deal. It's one of those things that are going to rake in so much money, and it's another thing where Rockstar could literally rake us over the coals and fuck us by saying, guess what, this game's going to cost $1,500, and then you're going to have to pay $100 a month to subscribe.
And people
Right.
will fork
Almost
it over.
certainly, we're going to see a $70 base price on it. Almost certainly, if not an $80 base.
In 2025, dude,
Yeah.
I'm saying $100 minimum for sure.
Now that's they're not going to get that for a base. You'll get extras for $100 for sure.
I hope you're right, but I don't know if you are.
They still want volume.
Yeah.
Huge numbers.
You gotta-
of
I mean,
collecting
if
them,
you
plus
think about
the
it-
elitists.
How long have video games as a baseline been $60 for a AAA release?
A long time. A long time.
Long time. Since the Nintendo era, it has been like that. So them
Well, Nick
changing it's been that way because that's
150.
what the market will tolerate. That's what gamers say is like, this is where we're at. And they're creeping that number up a little bit now. We're seeing Diablo 4
Inflation.
into $70, $80. We're seeing
But,
AAA releases. I don't think Rockstar they don't need to. They don't need to. They could. You're not wrong. They could absolutely say $120 just to get in the door, and they would still have people lined up around the blocks. They'd be bitching about it the whole way,
Right.
but they'd still be lined up around the block.
Yeah, they're still.
They don't
they're
need
still
to do
making-
that. They could give extras. They could strip out 3 or 4 skins for things and say, here you go. You're spending an extra $20. Have these skins.
Because
Have these
GTA
things. Have
Online
3
is still a
days early
cash cow.
access. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's going to be a new cash cow. But I will say this. The only thing that I'm going to counter the argument with is, obviously that is the standard fare. And the game just doesn't change until there's a legitimate game changer. And unfortunately, this might be one of those game changers that redefines the standard. I hope that's not the case. I hope I'm wrong on that, but I don't see when Nick speculated 150 for the game. I don't see that as unquestionable. Like, no way
That's
can they get away with this.
I see that as unquestionable. There's no way they're charging $150 to get in the door.
All right. Well, we got it
Absolutely
on
not.
video, so we'll see how it plays
I
out.
agree. They're gonna make so much more money online and
Right?
all the add-ons
70
and stuff like that. Yeah, there's
Okay.
no need
Yeah.
to.
All right.
If they
We'll
come
do
out
it.
at $150, the backlash would be they could
Yeah.
take it. They're Rockstar, but it would be immense.
PR.
That's true. Well, future us in 2025, watching this right now, go ahead and celebrate whoever's right. All right, here is our next.
Beef. Todd's right again. Ugh.
Club
Well,
scene.
he wasn't right about the leaks, so he's 50% right now.
I just didn't
All right.
trust the leaks. I didn't say
Yeah.
they were wrong. I just I wasn't interested.
That's a whole nother thing. So we're in a nightclub right now. Got a female DJ, and looks like just some kind of party celebration, maybe a main character. Got some bouncers or just VIPs standing in the back there. So that's just another shot. An overhead shot, going to showcase some planes, single engine plane. And this is the highway going to the islands, right? The Key West Islands, if you will. And then you see this. So again, what I'm noticing, and all their ocean shots is busy like boat life. Like there's so many different boats and so much action happening in and around the water on everything. All right.
No, I didn't. I'm one of the rare souls on this planet that has not still played GTA 5. I know. Did they have a lot of boat life going on in that too?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. But no, I don't think to
But
the
not
point.
to this scale.
See, the difference with this is that there's water all around, all encompassing, right?
Right.
All on the outside and on the inside. With GTA 5, it's simulating California. So there's water, there's ocean to
The
the
beach
the
side.
left, and there's a lake, and then rivers and stuff. But this, I mean,
True.
the amount of water on this is insane, right? It's
Yeah.
everywhere. So of course they have all the different water vehicles that you could imagine. I mean, this is a freight boat right here.
Mhm.
That's shown right there with a smaller one behind it. And then of course you got the smaller fishing boats, and then you have the yacht. This is a yacht right here. They have everything. It's just in this shot. They're like, look at all these different toys. And of course the plane. Then it's ass, hot chicks, Miami.
All right. So for her bathing suit, it's a knockoff of like the premium fashion, like Louis Vuitton kind of thing, but it's Santa Nova which means 69 in Italian.
Hell
so I'm
yeah.
starting to notice a theme with the
It's
69.
Rockstar. It's Rockstar. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all like clever dick jokes throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. And that appeared in GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more carryover.
Absolutely. Yeah. Beautiful women, obviously penthouse, high rise, whatever the case is, storyline, showcasing that. Vice showing off its Vice City. With of course, like an elapsed thing. Now we're back on. This is Life Hacker.
Or we assume it's Lifehacker. It could be their TikTok equivalent. It's going to be some social media, but we assume right now that it is Lifehacker.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would assume we got a heart. It's probably like an Instagram version of it, or or TikTok. Dad Bod Squad posted that. I Poppy say some sugar baby for the rest of us. Maybe talking about the girls or some booger sugar. And there's a jet in the background there, of course. American flag. Graphics look great. On to the next scene. Gator time, baby. I'm loving the Gators. And of course, this is a gator going out of a pool, and this is posted on social media as well. Stay alert, VC. Remember to check for uninvited guests before the pool party.
Yeah, and it's POACH, which stands for Protection of Animals and Controlled Hunting. Could this organization feature in the game? Could there even be side missions where you work for them?
Yeah,
I want to
almost
go
certainly.
wrangle some gators.
GTA 5 had animal hunting. Red Dead was a central component of it. So
Oh,
take
yeah.
all that technology and keep it going.
Oh, absolutely. It was so much fun shooting birds out the sky and all the hunting. Sometimes you just spend hours on end just hunting and collecting on the side there. So, yes, I'm sure they're going to continue that on some aspect of it, especially with all the different wildlife in the Everglades. All right. So here we go. Another social media post with a woman twerking on top of a car with a big fat
Ding.
digital ass.
Another one for the ass count.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So someone called the Department of Transport on this dump truck. Hashtag have a Vice Day from the social media website Have a Vice Day. So, so something think like TMZ Tucson, something
Right.
like that, right? They're partying up. There we go. Is this not Tucson? How is this not Tucson? Now, of
Right,
course,
you got drifters in the intersection.
yeah, these takeovers have been growing in popularity. We've been in stories about them growing in popularity in Florida, but they obviously very popular here in Tucson as well, growing in popular all over the place. And it's great that they're actually showcasing this. Of course, drag racing was prominent in GTA 5 as well for a couple side missions. So continuing that aspect. Back on the social media. Now, this is more like a live stream, I think, Instagram.
Or Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. You see all the hearts there. I don't think anyone's using Twitch anymore. So let's think it's the gram. A bunch of people commenting like this the shit bomb. Finna spin the block with this one. Ayo, catch a vibe. So these are chicks hanging out at the takeover. Long time coming. We really out ya. And the best song right now. So maybe they're dancing along to a song as well.
Is
So.
Zaza Nugget a real page?
No, not yet. All right, then we got more Gator time. Walking in to like a 7-Eleven type of convenience store.
Yeah, and they've got Go Postal, which was also in GTA 5.
Yeah. And look at the size of that Gator. That's
Mhm.
fantastic. And this, of course, is security cam footage.
Freaking dinosaur, man.
I know. Possibly part of that. Oh, is it already there? Zaza Nugget? What about Zaza Nugget?
It's an official account on Instagram
Nice.
Mm.
for Zaza Nugget coming 2025. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. So
Cool.
it sounds like then with that, like they are gonna really integrate it with real life social media too. If they're already like getting
Boom.
profiles and stuff
Show it
set
on
up
the screen.
in reserve.
Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, they're gonna have literal Instagram pages set up for all the different characters who will probably be posting in real time, and you can follow along with these characters. Rockstar taking
I mean,
it
that's
to
cool.
a whole nother level.
Yeah.
All right, now we
Yeah,
got
I wonder. It makes me wonder a little bit if all of these are actual like gameplay elements, or if it's going to just have Lifehacker in the game that you're scrolling through, and they need to have videos in there of random nonsense happening. So
I mean,
here's
that's a
some of
good
that
question.
random nonsense.
Some
That-
Instagram accounts could like propel the plot a little bit too. You can like
Right.
look for
It
clues
could
and
just
how
be
to-
side plot hooks or major plot hooks, depending on how they put it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever like whatever you can expect, it's going to be grand, and it just seems like it makes sense. That doesn't even seem like the difficult task of integrating real life social media with the characters and what they're posting. They're basically creating content anyways. Same difference, right? So it's interesting to see that. In fact,
Blurring the lines.
we're gonna actually do more of this breakdown on the air. I say F it. It's 9:30. We can.
Right.
And
Let's do it.
hey, nerds. Yeah. Nirvana with Rate Me on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I don't know why I did the LA night just now, but we are back here live on a podcast broadcast where we're doing a frame by frame breakdown reaction to the trailer for GTA 6. It was leaked yesterday, #1 trend on Twitter and all social media today. Obviously, it's the most anticipated video game probably ever. Is that a bold statement to say? You're my
that's no, it's not bold.
yeah. So
That might be a matter of
probably safe to
opinion,
say.
but it's not bold.
Yeah. Well, and then with it, of course, we also figured out that with the game being realistic, there's a lot of social media being included in the game where they're seeing characters live streaming on social media, sharing posts on social media. And Rico discovered that these characters and some of these organizations actually have real life Instagram pages. So now we're speculating that they're going to marry the two.
Well, especially when it said coming in 2025.
Yeah.
Like it lined up. And the fact that 74 million views for Rockstar Games in 17 hours on YouTube. That's what it's already at.
That's more than CM Punk's return to the Survivor Series. Same demo. All right, as we continue, our frame by frame, we're seeing the SWAT team kind of bust in, and looks like
body
some kind
cam
of
footage.
side mission there. And then it cuts back to social media again. Now with the social media, you got a fat Florida man running from cops. And that's another thing that we kind of been speculating, kind of happy about. The aspect of this game is that it is set in Southern Florida, and Florida man's so prominent, and it's only getting more prominent in the daily news. People are wilding out there. So of course, if you're going to have a game based in that area, you have to have characters that, kind of emulate that. And it adds so much unpredictability to this. The social media page connected to the stream on this trailer said Planet Leonida Man.
Leonida
Man.
Yeah, so is representing Florida. And if you didn't get the name, it's reference to Juan Ponce de Leon, a Spanish explorer who led the first European expedition to Florida in 1513. So they're going deep.
Yes, but that's basically Planet Florida Man. And so this is essentially a viral clip of a Florida man running from a cop saying, usually got to hit the strip club to see you jiggle like that.
For real.
All right, going on to the next. Here's General Custard Cannon and say only in Leonida. How do you say the name?
Leonida,
which is like Florida, right? Is a crotch grab and apology for bad driving. Again, another Florida man. The guy's wearing a Gator t-shirt, looks super, super pro wrestler, white trash.
The shirt says "We bite back in Leonida." That's what it says. The tiny detail. Even like looking at the dude's like crappy tattoos and everything. It's like, yeah, I've probably met a few guys rednecks like that. Like
100%,
100%, especially with the hat and oh god, those glasses.
Yeah, of course. And then you got the freeway signs in the backdrop. Everything's looking obviously realistic there. And lots of social media posts in this trailer. There's another one. Yo Mama's Jammer. R.I.P. Rudy. See you in heaven, cuz. And it's a South Florida gangster ghost riding the whip, so to speak. And a very kind of like acrobatic way.
Yeah, Vice Vinyl, Ride Out Customs. If these are possibly like businesses you'll need to go and visit and deal with.
Very good. Yeah, there's lots of Easter eggs happening in this trailer here. And again, this is a game that's going to drop another at least 12 calendar months away, maybe 13. And that's if we're being optimistic. Could be Christmas 2 years from now. But still, it's that big of a deal. Oh, there's a guy in a thong watering his lawn.
Another digital ass shot for you.
Oh, yeah. Lots of digital ass in this game. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
does count. I hope you're keeping score at home as we're going through a frame by frame there. Graphics phenomenal. This is a Hunter S. Thompson type even wearing the kind of like a poker dealer visor as he is watering his lawn in a thong.
Right, but like that's just the actual reflection of how many times do we see videos all the time of people just driving past, filming that thing for 3 seconds?
Right. Yeah. Here's another shot that's a still that is something that happens in Florida all the time. There's a culture here of these mud truck shows. This is what Thrillbilly Mud Club is the little logo that you're going to see in the bottom here. And so this is essentially like a truck club. They have these kind of gatherings all the time in the Floribama shore, like this party. So, I mean, they are emulating American culture so perfectly on this.
And from every angle of it, right? Like whether like it's just really diverse, right? Because they are showing the redneck, but then they're showing the gangster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On both sides. And, super hot, white, trashy chicks that you wish were real. Future baby mamas. And look at all the trucks, the quads, lifted trucks, and toys in the background.
It's inaccurate. Her tongue's not pierced.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. This looked like a real shot. Like for a second there, I thought this was real video. And this is from Lucha Libre fan, which is doing a live stream, Neighborhood Watch, Don't Play Around in Hamlet. It's a crazy old lady with 2 hammers.
And a moo-moo.
And a moo-moo, yes. And she gets violent in this trailer. Let's see. This looks like just a bar brawl, full-blown police chase.
Okay, I want to talk about this sign.
Okay,
so like, again, just anything that can be satirically like digging at our culture, like with Angsty Pan, it cures emotions, America's favorite disassociative. And just like as somebody who has had mental health problems and have had to deal with pharmaceuticals and everything, like seeing stuff like this just makes me laugh. And it's just like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a parody of America. Rockstar does it best. And, every little aspect, every layer, every sign, every T-shirt is like a mocking of something.
Patients,
it's all satire.
Patients 18 to 65 should use with extreme caution. Sudden urge to blink could be life-threatening.
Oh, no.
Call your doctor if your erection lasts for more than 4 hours. Results may vary.
Love it. Right. It's an antidepressant that gives you erections.
They had to have just so, like, again, the behind the scenes and the guys working on this, like they just have to have so much fun, right? Like the animators of Disney in the 80s and 90s and how much subtlety they get to just put it out there.
Subtlety?
With,
I don't know if subtlety is the right word.
Not
here.
even subtlety.
Right.
So
yeah, no,
so
it's massive.
good.
All right, we're gonna continue this frame by frame breakdown of the trailer on the podcast broadcast because we're about 3/4 of the way through. But we'll be back right after these words with your opportunity to win tickets for Limp Bizkit. So if you're listening on the FM side, stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
Like seriously, like I'm not into video games. Like I used to be into them a lot more in my 20s, but like now breaking this down, like I'll drop the 150. I'll play just
well again, it's
just,
not 150
it's not gonna
yet.
be that expensive.
We don't know yet. All right. So let's see what the next one. So the police chase going the opposite way, and of course, this is our main character, protagonist, the male version of that. Do you know the names of these characters again?
I'm not seeing any names yet.
Okay.
See, I mean, now granted, I'm just on one website. That's
I
got
also
the
point
Easter
out
eggs.
that we don't actually see any gameplay in this trailer.
That's true, and we don't, and we're not supposed to at this point, right? We're getting an idea of the environment and the storyline for sure.
It makes me, what it does is it makes me a little bit skeptical. It's a reveal trailer, so it's definitely them putting their best foot forward. It's definitely prettier than we're probably going to get on Xbox and PlayStation.
I don't know
Almost
about that.
Her name's Lucia.
Yeah, I knew it was Lucia.
Okay.
All right, so
But yeah, and then the male partner is unnamed.
in this
so
shot,
far.
what you're seeing, and this could be a cutaway scene, from what they're doing, but she has a stack of cash. They obviously just did a caper of some sorts, rob something, and they're on the getaway, and the cops pass them.
I'm just seeing the list of GTA 6 character names revealed so far: Dre, Sam, Kai, Wyman, Billy, Tit, Booby, Zach.
I want to play Tit.
Booby and Tit.
Yeah, so the money, instead of saying the United States of America, it says the United States of Paranoia. And then the money on the note also has a series of numbers 0410-1998. And if there might be reading much into it, but that is when the Good Friday Agreement was signed. Yeah, I don't know, because it's April 10th, 1998. So like maybe some of these Easter eggs, somebody really was
Oh,
trying to put something in
They've
there.
had 10 years.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it will drop on April 10th, 2025.
Well, it says
Ooh.
4/10/1998, but maybe.
No, again, we're speculating.
Mhm.
All right, here's Weasel News is back at it again. So Weasel News is essentially your
Weez.
mainstream media. No overturning zone showing a live footage. This is cutaways like in GTA 5. We kind of do these recaps of past missions or progressive the storyline forward. So it's good to see Weasel News back
Yeah.
and the brand, and of course the cars that you see here. Any other brands that we're missing here, like what's on the van? The cops arrest man who flipped his car after Pee-wee's Dine and Dash. And this happened at 10:34 Eastern time, so that's cool. Live shot from Weasel News. Here's our Florida man right here. And this is all in Spanish.
You want the translation?
Yes, Rico, go for it.
Very hardworking.
Okay, so what's the translation?
Confession written in ink for tattoos. A tattoo on the neck that gave himself away. A key to the conviction of a Leonardo man.
Wow, there you go. Who
Mhm.
looks like a Florida man as well.
Like a Florida Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, because apparently there's a real life Florida Joker.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we
of course
go.
there
Of course there is.
Oh my god, they have so much, like just so many
Real life tie-ins.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
they got the real life inspirations and it's endless.
Yes.
Was that neck guy from Florida?
Yeah, the one with the super massive neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to be in the game.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
that would be amazing. Maybe he's riding one of these bikes. So you see this before too. The dirt bike crew, dirt bikes
ATVs.
and ATVs. Something that you see in the hood a lot, and they're all tricked out. So that's gonna be fun. Aspect of it to running through dirt bags. Cops failed to stop thugs on motorbikes terrorizing Vice City. Is what the headline read. And then various headlines like Vice City girls officially Leonida man sucked up in water spout. Demand city buy him new suit. Funny things like that.
Right.
As you see the background, just a very busy intersection hanging out there in Leonida. Here we go. High Rollers Mag. That's on Instagram, right? And you got the High Rollers Lifestyle, so another social media influencer or brand as the man rolling through. Again, Super Florida. Bound, was it pound for pound or sound for pound? In the background, the logo on the truck. Pimp on the license plate there. At the bottom, you got the billboards in the background. Super realistic. Chilling on that. All right, here we go. This is probably what we saw. How they cut to a scene where they're getting away and the cops are passing them. This is probably what was the setup
Yeah,
for
because
that.
he had the bandana around his neck.
Absolutely. So they're going to rob a convenience store. So that's how they're going to get their cash. Probably be the first caper as she decides to tap back into law. Life of crime. You got piss water up there, $14.99.
Pisswassa. Yeah, and they now have an alcohol-free version.
Oh, it's good to know.
Yeah.
For those who like to drink the piss, non-alcoholic, and of course there's soda here. Spread the fizz. Other different products here in the background. The lager beer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Redneck beer.
Yeah, this is them basically peeling off, getting away. Got a pawn shop in the background. Kind of the rundown part of Florida, if you will. The pawn shop and the gun shop all together. Cruise around dirty streets. Streets look super accurate. Super fun there. Cars, again, are going to be reality based, so nothing too much in the future. Got more brands here in the background. Trash, puddles. Looking good. And this is like basically where they establish trust amongst each other, talking to each other, the love connection between the two, modern day
Family.
Bonnie and Clyde.
About family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking that in. And
If there's a Fast and Furious style barbecue at the end of missions where they're all hanging out,
yeah,
that'd be incredible.
So first of all, on the door, it does say no underwear cash. So don't be pulling your cash out of your underwear. And then there's an advertisement for Pendejo. Like I think they're trying to make a play on pendejo, which means asshole or idiot.
Yeah.
So
But also on the door there looks like the Beef Vegan logo in about 5 years.
Absolutely.
except for it looks kind of like the dude from Blink.
Like Tom DeLonge?
Yeah.
It does
With
kind
the
of look like Tom.
with the mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I can see that. And of course, the longer light, yeah. And then prices, and of course, they get out of the vehicle here. So this is obviously them entering into the gas station to rob it. The same vehicle that we saw speeding around the corner, same vehicle they were in when they drove past the police. So we know what the opening, essentially what they're alluding to, as far as what the opening mission or scene would be. And then cut to credit with drop the 6. With the logo and music playing, and the bad news at the very end, which is coming 2025.
Can I give my crazy theory?
Yes, please.
About an idea. We're going back to the social media thing we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
I was kind of positing this thought of what if they were crazy enough, or what if this might be feasible in some way? Because I know they're going to focus a lot on the social media obsession of this generation. What if they have enough time, or they drop something crazy where they actually make their own app? And then have people use that app, and whatever the top liked videos, or did they make a social media app already?
They made their own apps in GTA 5.
No, I'm talking about in real life that we can download.
Yeah, that wouldn't be that far of a stretch to just make a basic ass social media app.
Well, hear me out. I was thinking,
I'm
like,
hearing you out. I'm on board with it. I'm saying it's not that far of a stretch for Grand Theft.
No, I'm saying an actual
Rockstar.
big scale social media app to compete with other ones, in a sense where if you utilize it, top rated liked videos will actually be implemented into the game. So characters looking at, like, look at this crazy ass video, and you have like real life people.
You go
doing something.
viral within
in
the online
game.
world of GTA 6.
And like actually implement
did you just blow Todd's mind?
No, I think he's just
I'm a little terrified, actually. I think that's a fantastic. I think that's a fantastic idea, except for that's a lot of effort
Logistics.
It's so meta too.
But it's advertising that.
But what I'm saying, going with the themes of them like blurring the lines of reality and like GTA and the obsession with social media, the obsession with GTA, putting those two together,
they would
be
able to monetize it.
They would. I think you would find that they're
if
they're going to do something. They're probably going to do something in between there, where it's going to be something that they can curate to make it for what they want in the game, but you can also interact with it as a player. As far as the logistics of being able to upload video to Rockstar and them running also a social media network on top of everything else they do, there's a lot of back end there that they just probably don't want to do.
Or do a partnership with Instagram or Facebook.
Right.
No, there's
which
no way
I thought about too for a second, but also think about the content of Grand Theft Auto, and would Meta actually want to be attached to that?
Right. Well,
Well, it certainly won't be Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Elon's and
That's a wild thought, going viral in game and having everybody see your video that plays the video game.
Like, I'm not,
it'll become meta famous in that sense.
I seriously want to play this now.
Yo, I know.
I think I just joined the bandwagon. Well, I got the other games that I could play before. I just got to figure out how to use a PS5 controller.
Right.
I'm like, the last time I was really playing games was like GameCube.
Well, yeah, it's time to bring back. We're going to be on the air here in 10 seconds. I have one follow-up story from Bro Bible about what people believe the release date of GTA 6 is going to be. We'll give out tickets, and then we'll play a clip and do a beef tip. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. All right, so we just did our frame-by-frame breakdown of the trailer of Grand Theft Auto 6, and now we're all excited. All of us on board, even Weirdo who didn't even play, and Rico who didn't play GTA 5.
Video games since 2008. Like, let's go.
Now, that leads me right into this story. Big story of the day, of course, obviously with the leak and the release of the trailer. It did say 2025 is when we're going to get to GTA 6. But when? Well, you know, politics isn't the only place where conspiracy theories run wild. Gamers think they spotted the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6 on a t-shirt. Now, back in June, a shirt was added to GTA 5's virtual storefront. That shirt featured an image of an alien inside of a diamond. That diamond is surrounded by numbers and symbols. So one of those numbers is 040125, leading some to believe the release date is going to be April Fool's Day in 2025. And we just said that it could potentially be April 10th. Is that not what we just said?
Yeah, April 10th.
So April may be their debut, essentially, they're just like, hey, summer 2025, you're going to want to cancel that right about now.
That's
Wink, wink.
My husband's birthday is in April. I'll be like, happy birthday. I bought myself a game.
Yeah. So to back that theory up, they also pointed out the numbers 125-2309, which would translate to today at 9 a.m. when the new GTA 6 trailer was due to be released. So, it wouldn't be the first time that Rockstar has dropped these Easter eggs. So we might know exactly when we are going to get Grand Theft Auto 6 before it's officially announced. We got the trailer technically today, but yesterday because of the leak. And it looks like April 1st, 2025 may be the official release date of the game. So that's not that far away. I mean, it's still over a year, but
My Chemical Romance did the same thing. Did you know this?
really?
They had t-shirts on their last tour that kind of had this angel on it. It just said California 2019.
Mhm.
And that's when they did their reunion show. Was California, I think it was in December or something like that in 2019.
There
So,
you
but
go.
they released the shirt so many years before, and it ended up being accurate.
One
Wow.
of the band members was like, remember that shit? We got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh no, December. It's December. Let's do it.
Yeah, my kid owns that t-shirt, and we were watching it together on Instagram Live or whatever, and then she's like, she looks down and she goes, oh my God. And then we immediately went to the internet, and then eventually a couple days later they did say, yeah, we knew when we were going to be coming back.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's something to look forward to. Here's what we got to do. I announced that Limp Bizkit Still Sucks Tour is coming to Arizona, and that's going to be next year. Those tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m., but my first pair of tickets I have to give away right now. And in honor and in the spirit of Rockstar Games, we're going to give those tickets away to caller number 69. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. Call now, call often. Good luck, and you're going to score a pair of tickets to see Limp Bizkit. We're going to hit the reset on the FM side. Be back for the beat tip right after this. It's Rock 102.1.
I mean,
To
it
be
could
fair,
just be another day they're
if it-
announcing something.
If it's 16 months, that's 69 weeks.
Oh,
Shut
Yep.
Do your
Yeah.
math, homies. 'Cause
69
that's,
is significant.
yep,
100%.
69.1.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Math.
that's them. They're
That's
constantly.
girl math for you.
I know, but I mean, that's Rockstar constantly doing dick jokes.
Yeah.
And it's so hilarious to break that down. But so it's almost a guarantee now that it's
It's gonna be
going to be
April.
released 69 weeks from now.
Huh.
Wow. Did that blow your mind, Todd?
A little bit. That one blew my mind.
One.
Yeah.
That's actually the most damning evidence right there. That,
Yeah.
That it's
It will convince anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That is. So now we know.
Or 420 weeks.
And guess what 16 months is? April.
Yeah.
April of
yeah.
2025.
Yeah,
So
well,
yeah,
I
so
thought-
confirmed.
I thought you just. Yeah.
we
Well, no,
just-
you,
She's,
you threw
adding
out
to the
16
theory.
months.
Hold on a second. Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're back now. Weirdo made a massively wild discovery, or at least I thought she did, and then she backed it up. So initially, you came up with your math, the 69 weeks.
Mhm.
What was the first 69 weeks conclusion you came to?
Well, because you said 16 months. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, what does that break down into weeks? Because it would be hilarious if it's 69. And it is.
Yeah, and it is, and then 69 weeks from now is April 1st,
Mhm.
right? And that's so they dropped the trailer today, and in true Rockstar typical fashion, you could almost confirm that just because it's 69 weeks away, and everything they do is a D joke, cleverly disguised. It just almost solidifies. Even our video game expert, Todd Marley, can't even dispute it.
Nope,
Mind
it's
blown.
the most irrefutable evidence we've seen so far.
I'm not
Yeah.
into any video games, but I will fully support 69 jokes.
Yeah,
That's where I come
That
in.
is the hardest, veiniest evidence we have.
Yeah. So we know almost per fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 will finally be released April 1st, 2025. So there you have it. You heard it here first. And I'm excited that you were able to do that, man. Look at you. Pat
I'm
someone on the back.
super proud of myself right now.
I'm proud of you as well. That's exciting. And, again, so that means I have just under a year and a half to establish like a meaningful relationship, and enough so to where, we get to a point where it's like, I'm going to take a couple months off this relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Mhm.
be cheating or nothing. We're not going to make it poly or open.
Mhm.
I will be
just
right
go-
there. In fact, I
Yeah.
will be right there.
Yeah, I just have to dive deep into this world, see what it's like to live as a Florida man for a while, and then I'll be back, and hopefully without a face tattoo. But we'll see. We will see.
No guarantees.
No guarantees at all. So wow, what a trip. What a mind-blowing episode of the podcast broadcast. You can watch our frame-by-frame breakdown of the trailer that was released by Rockstar on demand at youtube.com/beefvegan. Before we wrap things up, I'd like to give you a beef tip. Now, you know the cliche that when you're at work, you should always give 100%. Well, according to a recent study, that is incorrect. There is an idea called the 85% rule, which says instead of giving max effort, loosen up a little bit and give 85% instead.
I give 69%.
Oh, you do? See that?
Keep it going.
Yeah, this keeps you more flexible, more present, and it helps you be more creative and keeps you from burning out. So give yourself 85%. And I know most people around here in this cluster give usually about 85%, unless they quote unquote work for corporate, and it's about 3%.
It's 85% collectively.
Well, there you go. That's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue to give away tickets for Limp Bizkit. But until then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Bye.
When you wish
It's really important that everybody knows if you send Beef Vegan a text message about GTA news, he will sexually harass you in response. He's just that excited.
I will knock out all your teeth.
I sent him a dick pic. I did. It was awesome.